All right, I am back to tell you about launching on Facebook. Now, if you're going to sign up under me, then a lot of this I'm going to do with you. So I'm going to tell you this like you are totally on your own. You don't have a relationship with your sponsor. You have nobody you reach out to. But if you're my girl, get in touch with me and we'll talk about what pieces of this I'm going to do and what pieces of this you're going to do. Because it is really important that even if you have an amazing sponsor, that they not do everything for you for two reasons. One is you need to know how to do it. And then the second is when you have people in a Facebook group, they are going to usually not click on notifications from people they don't know. So if I were doing a group for you and launching you and I was posting and you were not, probably nobody would see anything because they're not going to click on my posts. They're going to click on your posts from their notifications and then they'll start scrolling back through things, but they're not going to generally click on something that has been posted by somebody they don't know. So I'm going to give this to you like you have zero support whatsoever, because if you don't, that is totally okay. You can do this entirely on your own. But if you're my girl and you're signing up under me, or if you're signing up under somebody who's in my downlines, there's a decent chance that they're going to help you with this. So the first thing is you're going to, in Facebook, create a group, and you're going to create it just with yourself and your sponsor, yourself and your best friend, yourself and just somebody you can put in there. Facebook will not let you create a group just with only yourself. You have to have at least one other person in that group. But I prefer not to add people until I'm ready for them. So you just want to add one other person to your group. If I'm your sponsor, I'm going to create it. I'm going to add you. And then the next thing is picking out like a cute name for your group. You know, this really all depends on like your personality style and things. The only thing that you absolutely cannot do is use trademarked name in your group. So it can't be Kristen's Lip Sense Group, Kristen's Senegence Group, Senegence Cosmetics by Kristen. I think that there actually is a rule that you can use a trademark name so long as it says independent distributor, ID number, blah, 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 but that's too long for a group name. And totally honestly, I don't think that group names should be that specific, because I really like to treat my Facebook group as like a beauty group. So my group is called Kristen's Kiss and Tell, and I liked that it was a little vague, right? Because Kristen's Kiss and Tell, like, you don't know, it's not like Kristen's Makeup. Like, it makes sense that it's a makeup group, it makes sense that it's a beauty group, but it doesn't necessarily scream makeup when you first look at it, and I kind of like having it be a teeny bit vague, because if you put Kristen's Lip Sense Group, and they walked past a vendor booth once and it was Lip Sense and they decided at that time it wasn't for them, they may just scroll past it. They're like, oh, I don't want Lip Sense. Or I don't need more makeup, because they don't know what's magic about it yet, right? So I really like picking a group name that catches people's attention and that they'll want to click on and find out what that group is about. But then you also don't want it to be so mysterious that it doesn't like make sense, right? So I actually name mine Kristen's Kiss and Tell. And I do generally, if I'm doing a hostess party for somebody, I call it their Kiss and Tell group. It's just kind of what I do. So add an album of catchy graphics. You don't have to put a ton of graphics in there. It doesn't have to be 50 different things. It doesn't need to be every single detail under the whole sun. I've actually changed my mind about that. Originally, the way I was doing my parties was 4 or 5 days, and there was 7 to 8 posts a day, and it was really a lot of information. And I don't think it's really all that necessary. So I've seen a new party format recently that I've started to use myself, and I really like it. So you create an album, and maybe it has like 10 different graphics about Lip Sense, you know, why it's sold as a set, vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, how it's used, like just some basics, right? Like the things that you need to know, and you put them in an album. So then if you are the new distributor, you are going to post a welcome with a testimonial about what you like about the product, and then preferably a little video of yourself, like doing a little smudge test or a picture. And it's really, really important that your testimonial be super excited, super genuine, and that you tell them what's different about Lip Sense. So I'll see testimonials that are like, I love this lip color. There's, you know, 8 different shades I have for you to choose from. It's really beautiful, and I can't wait for you to try it. Well, they're just going to think it's lipstick, and it is not plain lipstick. It is magic unicorn lipstick that stays in your face all day. It's magic, right? So you really want to be sure that when your customers read that welcome post, that they know what's different about LipSense. It's really important to get your welcome post right. It's really important that it not be incredibly long or way too short. It should be genuine, excited, informative, and then the very best thing you can do is demonstrate that lipstick for them and show them just a quick video of how it doesn't come off. And then additionally, you will be going live in your group to show them how to apply it and doing another smudge test. So you have set up an album with some catchy LipSense graphics. You've put in your welcome post with your video or your picture. You've made sure that your welcome post is like really excited, genuine, and informative. And then you add all of your women on your friends list. People are going to disagree with that, okay? So some people think that you should go out and invite people, that you should never add people to a group without their permission. I totally respect that. I am going to say that if you go through your friends list and you decide who wants this product and who doesn't, that you are going to be wrong. I'm just going to say that, right? Because I have 800 friends. I really don't know which of them want lipstick or not. You know what I mean? There are people who are my best customers who I have never even seen wear makeup, to be totally honest with you. And then the other thing about inviting people, it isn't necessarily that they don't want to join, it's that they don't see your invitations, or they forget to click on it, or it's a low priority. So I am a forgiveness rather than permission person. That is my personal opinion. If somebody's coached you a different way to do it, if you are personally like, you hate being added to Facebook groups and it drives you crazy, like, you do you, I'll do me, but that's how I do it. And I will say that I watched a Crown Princess panel at Pit Stop in January, and every last one of those girls said they added every single woman on their friends list. And one of those women that's like an empress now, the girl who sponsored her, was like, I almost didn't add her because I just knew her from like a mommy group and we hadn't talked in a couple of years. She just happened to be on my Facebook page and I added her, and now she's an empress. So I just don't think you should take that opportunity away from people, and if you disagree, that's cool. All right, moving on. So announce that you're having a party. So after you've added all of your people, post a graphic about LipSense, you know, your favorite one, and tell them on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock Central, we're having a party. I'm going to show you about this amazing lipstick. You don't want to miss it. I cannot wait. And you can even tell them you'll have like a little giveaway or something for people who pop on. And then you can even create an event within that group, so that way they get a reminder that it's coming. You'll go live in the actual group. You won't go live in the event, but you use the event kind of like an invitation. So that way people will see it in their notifications. It'll show up in their events. They'll be reminded, that kind of thing. So you'll go live to kick it off. So on Tuesday at 7, you'll go live and you will apply your LipSense for them. You will do a little rub test. You'll show them. Kiss the back of your hand, kiss a piece of paper, like show them how amazing it is and be like, girls, this is awesome. And I've got colors for you. Just tell me if you want one, I will color match it for you. I will pick out a color. I'll show you what color would look great on you. So in between the time that you add them to the group and when your live party is, it should be maybe like within the next day or two. You don't need a lot of lead time between there. You're going to post a few little informational graphics, and if people are asking questions, respond to their questions. Don't kill them with information and just throw up information all over them, but respond to questions as you receive them. If people are already interested in colors, go ahead and say, great girl, I will go look at your profile picture and I will suggest colors for you. People actually love that. And you know what colors you're suggesting? Colors you have access to, either by you've already placed a stock order, or maybe your sponsor is supporting you with a little bit of inventory. Maybe there are just colors that you're going to be ordering out of back office and you're going to place your order that day. But whatever it is you're doing is you offer to suggest colors for them, and then you suggest what you have access to, instead of like posting colors and having them browse and maybe something changes stock, and you know, that's just difficult. Or, you know, Lord help us, you don't want them going out to like Pinterest and looking at 1,000 colors online and confusing themselves, and I want this color and that color, and it's like lip art and there's 4 different things over there. So I just really recommend being like, and hey girl, you know, oh yeah, you're interested in a color? Great, I'll suggest some colors for you, and then you suggest the colors you have in stock. All right, so you go live, you kick it off, you invite them to send you a picture and you help them find colors. And you can also do albums if you have in stock colors and you want to do that, but I have just seen these parties going off really well without having albums. It's way less complicated. You suggest what you have in stock, and be sure that you're thanking everybody. So when they send you a picture or they say, yeah girl, I'm interested in a color, you pick out colors for them, you make them a little collage and pick collage, and you post it to the group. And then when they actually order, you post and you thank them for their order, because the people who are in the group, you want that activity. People that are being tagged or engaged, they are more likely to see notifications from the group, and that like everybody's doing it mentality is great. So you don't have to overcomplicate things. You just need to have the information available, make a welcome post with a video and a picture, add them to the group. Tell them when you're going to launch. Give it, maybe a day. So maybe I add them on Monday evening and I do my launch on Tuesday, at latest Wednesday night. And I, in the meantime, remind them that that party is coming up, post some informational graphics. If people are showing interest about colors, then you suggest colors to them. And then you do your live kickoff where you maybe do a drawing for everybody who gets on, and you give them a set of makeup brushes or something. Don't give them product, give them something else. And then you do a live demo, you do your little smudge test, and then you say, okay, and our party is going to close on, say this is Tuesday, and our party is going to close on Thursday. And so between Tuesday and Thursday, you're going to post a little bit more. You're going to make sure that everybody who wants a color gets aligned to a color. And then on Thursday night, you're going to show them how to remove it. You're going to talk about exfoliation. You're going to talk about tingling. You're basically going to do the rest of your demo. So for your first demo, you really only need to walk through the exciting selling parts. For your wrap-up demo, give them the rest of the information that they need to enjoy their product. And in that time, you should have collected all of your orders, and then you're wrapping it up and you're thanking them. You're giving them the rest of the information that they need, and praise the party's success. Play up the results. Like, girls, this was so much fun. It's been 2 days. We've sold 10 lip collections, and now I am so excited. And if you want to have a party, I'll do the same thing for you, or you can sign up and do one yourself. It was awesome. So be sure in your wrap-up video that you're planting seeds for hostessing parties and signing up because you had a lot of fun. Share your success. Praise them. Lots and lots of gratitude, because, I mean, obviously you're going to be grateful to them for supporting your business. And then after that, here is like a really super important part. So when your customers are placing their orders, you're offering them the SeneGence choice. You can buy retail from me, you can book a party with me, or you can sign up and buy it for wholesale by being a distributor. But a lot of people that first time around are going to just go ahead and buy outright because they haven't tried it yet, so they may not be yet committed to like a hostess party, or they may not be mentally committed to a distributorship. So those folks who are your retail customers who have not agreed to do a party or a distributorship, when you get ready to send their order, grab all the colors, like a handful of in-stock colors, take a picture of it, and then send them a message that says, hey girl, I'm about to send your order out. I can send you one of these for free if you want me to set up a hostess party for you. Which color do you want? And I'll do a party for you. And they're like, oh man, I really wanted that pink champagne. You're like, great, no problem. I'll pop it in your bag for you and I'll set up your hostess group. When would you like to start your party? I've got Thursday open. And it is a great way to get those parties booked. You're sending them a package already. They're looking at it and it's so easy to say yes. And then they're committed because they have a color that you've given them. I think that, I guess there could be a chance that some shisty person would say yes and then not actually do the party with you or whatever, but that's really going to probably fairly rarely happen depending on who you run around with. Like, I don't think that would ever happen to me, and if it did, it would go right the other 99 times out of 100, so I'm like willing to deal with that. But it's just an awesome way to get some parties booked. And then the next thing you want to do is ensure that you're following up with all of those customers. You want to double back with them and make sure that they love it, make sure they don't have application issues, make sure that they don't have troubleshooting that needs to be done, and then offer them more colors. And they're like, yeah, I love it. I've been meaning to get back with you. That's how it always goes. They're like, oh, I love it. I've been meaning to check in with you. I want more colors. And then I'm like, great, here are the ones that I have. And then I help them find a new color, and I take their next order, and then I offer them the percentage choice again. So it's just a cycle. Keep following up with those people. And then I also have a video on like ongoing management of your Facebook group. So be sure to check that out. And in the meantime, like for the immediate future, after your launch party is over, you want to continue posting every day. You want to show your, you know, color of the day, and then show it at the end of the day with it being still on. You need to post fun beauty info, start introducing other products. You want to give them reminders on applications and troubleshooting in the meantime while they're waiting on their order to be delivered. And what you really want to do is focus on customer engagement. Like, you really want people to keep commenting in the group, to keep actively participating in the group. And I'll talk more about that in another video, but that is the goal, to keep people coming into that group and to keep them engaged in your group. So that way when you're trying to generate sales, that people are seeing your posts. So 15 minutes, I'm going to sign off now. Launching on Facebook, that's the way to do it. And holler at me if you've got questions.